Going back into your college days, so you graduate and then you didn't get it, like you said, you didn't get an offer from a big accountant firm, as many know probably who they are. So what happened?
Yeah, look, I graduated in June of '92, which was a horrific job market at the time. Probably rivals, maybe not worse than kind of what you see today. I think I had sent out 300 offer letters and resumes, and I literally got one offer.
Don't take it personally, and don't jump to conclusions.
And that offer was with Prudential Securities in the accounting group, downtown Manhattan. And obviously I took it and I ran with it, and I started the commute from where I lived out in Selden, Long Island. I got on the Ronkonkoma train and took that to Penn Station. Then I had to get off the Long Island Railroad and then jump on the subway downtown, which was an incredibly long commute, as a 22-year-old kid. So I was with Prudential Securities. Again, I loved it. I would tell you I was one of the first in the morning, and I left late, when I was there. And one of the jobs that I had was to reconcile the expense category for Todd McSimmons, who at the time was the chairman and CEO. So I used to see not only his base salary, all of his bonus payments, and then I used to see all of this, of course, the helicopter trips from Westchester down to the seaport, and it kind of blew me away. And at the time, Prudential also had a very big real estate group. I think there was a common saying that it was the third largest in the world behind the Catholic Church and the U.S. government. Damn! Wow. In terms of real estate holdings. And they had an analyst program that I applied to. I was asked to interview. So I had to go out to Newark, New Jersey at the time and interview there. And then I was lucky enough to have been selected. And again, if you look at, in hindsight, one of the best foundational things that ever could have happened to me. I mean, I met a lot of really great people, a lot of really good, solid real estate people. And then the training there was incredible. So it could not have been better for me but then I was probably 24 years old after having done 2 years at Prudential Securities. But it was a phenomenal experience to learn so much more about real estate, which I never knew and never had the appreciation of before.
Awesome. And is there anybody from that company at Prudential that you want to shout out that was influential in your career early on?
There was a couple of people there. I think my first boss was Gary Picone, who kind of took me under his wing and then was a phenomenal mentor to me. The next person I worked for was John Maurer, who I worked for when we moved out to ultimately Parsippany, New Jersey. And John was a physically intimidating person, but a genuine great guy and incredibly knowledgeable. And then there were just people there that I worked with, and you kind of look at how the world goes full circle. And Joe Bonner was a transaction person that I kept in touch with, and I still do today. Joe Margolis was a friend back in the day, and Joe is now is the chief executive of Extra Space Self-Storage. We were able to do a joint venture with them not that long ago, which was a great result of having known each other for a long time. Gary Kaufman was a senior transactions person who I just thought the world of. I thought he was incredibly talented. So there were a lot of people there that I touched base with that I really, really appreciated working with.